Anna, hi.
Good afternoon, Gloria. Yes, I'm here in a windy Conisbrough. As you can probably tell, my hair's blowing all around the place. I've been here. It's to the south of Doncaster, and it was a real Labour stronghold. It's been a traditional mining town. The colliery only shut down here in 1986, and from 1922 to 2019, it has always been red. But in those 2009 elections, Conservative Nick Fletcher got in as Conservative MP here. And the reasons around that, well, this area is a real place that wanted Brexit to be done. Over 66% of people here voted to leave, and they felt that Conservatives were the right party to get that done. And there was also concerns when I spoke to people here about Jeremy Corbyn's leadership, and that was another reason that traditional Labours decided to turn blue. I spoke to people here in the town of Conisbrough. It's one of the areas that makes up Don Valley. The whole of Don Valley, it's got around 75,300 constituents, and Labour's Caroline Flint lost to Nick Fletcher with 3,630 votes in favour of the Conservatives. So I've been on the ground speaking to people here in Conisbrough about how they voted in the last election and if their vote would change, if they'd stay Labour, if they'd go on Conservative, if they'd switch. This is what people had to say to me.
And why was that?
Well, because I thought the others were making a bad job of it and these would make a good job.
And how do you think they've got on?
No, I think they haven't done very well at all.
And why is that?
Well, for a start, they've not done half what they said they were going to do, and this pandemic's really shown them up, hasn't it?
And what would you do for the next election?
To be honest, I don't think I'd go at all.
And why is that?
Because I can't see any of them doing what they say they do.
Labour, love.
And why was that?
Because I believe Labour's a lot better than what we've got in now.
So you wouldn't change your vote this time?
Definitely not.
Voted for Labour, like.
And why was that?
Well, because it's been Labour majority round our way, like, you know. I was going to just shut my eyes and put a cross at first, because I don't think there's much difference, like, you know.
The ones who are in charge I don't think they want change, to be honest. They want the system to stay the same.
I was brought up Labour and I'll always be Labour, love. But I don't think any of them are much good, what are in. Because they ought to have us in. They ought to have all ladies in. And that's it. So, no. But we can't do any worse, can we, love, than what we've got?
What do you think to Boris Johnson?
Not much. Not much. So, never thought of Conservatives any good, so that's it, love.
I didn't vote this time. I've always voted Labour, but I wasn't sure what to do this time.
And if it came to it again for the next election, what would it be?
It would be Conservative.
And what's the reason for that?
I haven't got a lot of faith in the Labour Party at the moment. Not that I've got a lot of faith in the Conservative Party, but I don't think he's the right person
Keir
for the job.
Starmer?
Yeah.
So if it was a different Labour leader, might you be more interested?
Yes, I would.
Just preferred Conservative this time to Labour.
And do you think in the next election it'll be the same way?
Probably not, probably Labour.
And why do you think you've changed your mind of Conservative not done what you wanted?
Well, I think they've done a good job in some respects, but then they've met rules up and don't stick to them myself.
So a real mix of views there. Some still die-hard Labour supporters that saying they'll stick Labour. The families have always been Labour. It's a traditional mining town. That's how they're going to stick. Some people going Conservative, regretting the decision, potentially with Partygate and other issues around COVID fitting into that. But in terms of levelling up as well, I spoke to people here in this town about if they'd seen it, and they said no, they felt it was a buzzword that was used by politicians, and that they had seen investment investment in the nearby town of Doncaster, which is currently going for city status, but they'd not actually seen any money being put into the town here. It's a high street that is filled with empty shops, and they wanted more money pumping into the economy for local jobs here and to get the shopping market going and improve the high street. Other people also mentioned crime as well, and they said they wanted more investment putting into policing around here to combat crime. So in the next election, let's see, who will they vote for? Time will tell.
Anna, absolutely fascinating. Thank you so much for bringing us those voices. Thank you.